walking a line that's thin. Fake smiles, handshakes, and putting on spin. Tame my tongue, but it don't feel right. Time to dust off my boots and bark, not bite. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell, say what the hell I please. Back to my roots with mud on my knees. Tried the prim and proper, it just made me sick. Family friendly, sweet talk's a damn thick trick. Was born with grit, raised on whiskey and fight. I'll run my road straight, whether wrong or right. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell, say what the hell I please. Back to my roots with mud on my knees. They're clutching pearls 'cause I won't play it safe. But ain't no preacher gonna roll my grave. Fuck the whispers, fuck the doubt. This rebel ain't done raising a shout. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell, say what the hell I please. Back to my roots with mud on my knees. Well, Ron's tired of walking up. Well, Ron's tired of walking a line that's thin. Fake smiles, handshakes, and putting on spin. Tame my tongue, but it don't feel right. Time to dust off my boots and bark, not bite. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell, say what the hell I please. Back to my roots with mud on my knees. Tried the prim and proper, it just made me sick. Family friendly, sweet talk's a damn thick trick. Was born with grit, raised on whiskey and fight. I'll run my road straight, whether wrong or right. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell, say what the hell I please. Back to to my roots with mud on my knees. Well, Ron's tired of walking up. Well, Ron's tired of walking a line that's thin. Fake smiles, handshakes, and putting on spin. Tame my tongue, but it don't feel right. Time to dust off my boots and bark, not bite. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell, say what the hell I please. Back to my roots with mud on my knees. Tried to prim and proper, it just made me sick. Family friendly, sweet talk's a damn thick trick. Was born with grit, raised on whiskey and fight. I'll run my road straight, whether wrong or right. To hell with pretenders, I ain't their puppet to string. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell. Done with the rules and the fences they bring. I'll cuss, I'll yell.
I would like to point out on behalf of myself and the entire Cleveland clan that it is hotter than Satan's ass crack out here, and we have no idea what possessed us to do this shit.
Alright, TikTok, am I the problem?
Yes, TikTok, I am the problem.
Yeah.
And the problem. Turn all that down. King of Donuts, what is up, my dude? Good to see you. Appreciate you swinging in. We're just getting started up here, man. It is hot, dude. I am part polar bear, and polar bear people melt in this kind of weather. So, yeah. We melt. I'm not of a tropical peoples. We have the entire clan out here. We have Miss Lolly Invasion. We have Al and Scooter, the Wonder Dogs. There are tent setups. Randy, what's happening? Why didn't my TTS work? Good grief. Giving me all sorts of problems again already. Okay, that's working. Let's try this one more time. Somebody test my TTS, please. Forgot, I gotta look at the view on here. That's what I gotta do. Y'all make sure you wanna listen to some music while you do some battling on the old Tic Tac. King of Donuts is your dude. I have a fan going out here that's so bad. It's not working? All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me log this out. We'll log this back in. And then we'll... Hello, Rigger Wife. I'm logging in the TTS again. It was just working. But then I just decided it didn't want to work. But I'm also trying a new speaker. And this new speaker doesn't work. Guess what? Can I get a sound test, please? A TTS test. Oh, Nate liked the live. Thank you. Appreciate you. Now y'all can see me. I'm running. So if you guys aren't, if you don't know, I am simulcasting on TikTok and Kick. If you want to get over to where a lot of things work, yeah. If you want to get into the cool sound alerts and stuff like that, you know, we're working on getting a TTS system for the old TikTok. So that's a work in progress. Community Fest starts, we don't care. It's not a thing for me. Respond to that later. Bing, bing. So if you guys haven't seen this before, this is my wife's Lolly Invasion. This is her car camping setup that she picked out. We're still learning how to set it up properly. I don't know where she went. Are you laying in bed?
No, I'm fixing something.
Oh. And then she's seen how easy my tent was set up, and she's like, she called me an asshole. User 7569398946773. Thank you for joining. Still not working. Okay, so then it's got to be the speaker. Let me try the speaker.
Scooter, lay on your mat.
All right, that's maxed out. Let's try it one more time, would we please? Let's try it out one more time. See if it wants to work. Probably not.
Randy says test.
Testicular fortitude. We win. We have a neighbor over here. He's got a Impala SS that sounds pretty rowdy.
One of us, it's plain to see. Welcome
Randy
to
says
the
bingo.
family.
Ruger just subscribed for 53
Ruger wife
months in a
says
row.
very nice.
Randy says hi Lolly.
Hi, guys.
They're staring at your setup. We have learned that it's a lot easier to set this up in our yard than it is actually out here in a camping setup.
Yeah.
She's, I don't know if this thing's going to have a very long lifespan in the Cleveland household.
I might burn it after this weekend.
Because she's seen how easy my
Barrican says I hear the others bailed on yaw.
Everybody bailed. Even our one friend that was coming
Ruger
with.
wife says Lolly, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, good grief. What now? What? What could it possibly... We're out here sweating for you people. What more could you possibly want? I'm like talking sweating. Like sweaty.
Like wet stuff.
So what bone could you possibly pick?
Ruger wife says lol.
It's disgusting.
And it's going to only be hotter tomorrow by another 10, 15 degrees. Are we
Randy
nuts?
says like swamp ass sweaty.
Yes.
Oh, no. We're talking, we're beyond,
Sweat and everything.
we are beyond swamp ass. Okay, we are beyond swamp ass.
We're like making for Munda.
We're like full-blown ocean ass. Okay? Like Niagara Falls ass. Like literally it's
Ruger
pouring out of
wife
there.
says please don't stroke out.
Oh, no. No, I'm already down 4 or 5 bottles of water. I've got a feeling after tomorrow we might be going to buy another case.
Randy says that's brutal.
That fan does oscillate.
Yeah, on the pedestal, I said it does.
Yeah, but I put it on the toilet. Now
Mine just is a certified wind tunnel.
Randy says I appreciate you streaming for us.
Well, actually, believe it or not, it has not all fuck all to do with y'all. I will tell you that this stream has absolutely nothing to do with any of you, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Rust Moose was happening. I'm going to tell you why it has nothing to do. As much as I love you all to death, so please, I mean, if you're going to get your feelers about it, you might as well go find a different channel.
Ruger wife asks, was everyone else too afraid of the heat or did storms scare them away?
Heat. Everybody tapped out because of the heat. So about a month ago, my wife decided she wanted to try out car camping. As y'all know, it is a struggle to get this woman to come outdoors with me at all because she hates
Ruger
bugs.
says I'm going with Lolly's setup. She can start the car and have AC.
No, I can't, because the tent covers the exhaust.
The exhaust will melt the tent. Well, I mean, you could close the hatch and pull the bottom half out. But, yeah, no. She came to me about a month ago and decided that she wanted to try car camping. I'm like, all right, let's do this. She bought her own tent, picked it out herself, did her own research, got her little fucking dingleberry lights all over the front of it. The old Bug Attractor 9000s.
Ruger wife says, oh shit.
Hey, if you take a picture, it'll last a little longer. Good grief.
Barrican says leave it to Lolly to pick the hottest weekend of the year.
No shit, right? God.
This is what I love when you're out camping. People just want to come by and stare at you and stalk you and things like that. And it's like, why? Why? So come on in. I don't even know what I want to make for it. I think we're just going to do the hot dogs tonight. Did you bring any onions by any chance? Oh, you suck at life.
Can't remember everything. Sorry.
I remembered most of it.
No, actually, you didn't. What did you forget? The main thing for this weekend, what did you forget?
What, underwear?
Underwear.
I can go to Dollar General and buy some skivvies.
Well, we could go to Dollar General and get an onion.
Why aren't you there yet?
Ruger says at least it's not raining.
It would cool it way down if it was. So, yeah. Needless to say, that is why we're out here. It actually had nothing to do with content. It had nothing to do with hanging out with people.
We just
And we didn't even, how do you know? You can't predict the weather a month and ahead. Hell, the weathermen can't even predict it for the next day. So one of the big things was, okay, what are we going to do? So I had to buy a new tent. I got a Fantic outdoor tent. It actually sets up faster and easier than a portable fish house.
it's set up in like 5 minutes.
Not even.
Yeah.
We sat and struggled with this one for over an hour.
Yeah.
Because she can't get it. She's looking at, well, this isn't lined up right. This isn't lined up right. This isn't lined up right. It's like, well, it's not my problem that you bought the most complicated fucking tent in the world.
Ruger wife says, hell, as of a couple days ago, we were supposed to have massive storms this weekend.
Yeah. This is a good way to get a hernia. Yep. I'll just, yeah. What? They're probably not charged. They only got like 20 minutes of sunlight.
Well, I had them on in the box. Maybe I forgot to turn them on.
Imagine that. Son of a biscuit. Biscuits.
Al, you are.
What is nobody wants to talk? Oh, we're just gonna sit here and watch. We're gonna be like stalkers. Well, they can't see me over there.
Randy says, will you slap a bratwurst on there for me? Barrican says, I think Lolly needs a song.
Brave-hearted soul.
Ruger says, Lolly, I would have pulled my camper down for you. It sleeps one.
Damn it.
Jeepers, until I ain't used this one in a hot minute. What? I also found something in our basement that we're gonna try out tomorrow morning. So, way back in the day, like 11 years ago, when Lolly and I actually used to tent camp.
We were both physically fit back then, maybe.
Yeah, we endured things a lot more. We had this. We seen this at Runnings and decided we had to have this because we only used to go out camping. We didn't even have a portable stove. We did everything on a little Joe Weber grill when we went camping. So, yeah. We finally found it again. We're going to try it out. I don't even know if this thing lights. That would suck. I'd have to go buy a 4th camp stove, or 5th. So this is like one of those grill top camp stoves because we're not doing anything really special this weekend as far as cooking wise. Yeah, we're going to try and determine the things that we want and don't want, what we like and we don't like, and what we don't like we're getting rid of. Like literally, I will offer it to my son first, and then after that, oh yeah, that green bottle did make it in the car. That right there, that's what Gabby says is the business. That bug spray right there in the back of the car. Okay, well, I don't think I use this one very much because this one isn't actually. Oh, we'll eat. I'll light your tent on fire. That way I don't have to worry about setting it up again. Mint. I think Mr. Snacks gave me this. Because he gave me this one and another one because he never uses them. And I forgot that this was a... What? He just... Once he got off the road from doing construction, he had no use for them.
Roger wife says I want to replicate the stuff Gabs uses. If I can't, I'm gonna give and buy some.
Well, we'll find out how good it does. Bug Soother Max. Hold on, let me get here in front of this fan for a little bit. Yes, I have an industrial fan out here cooling my big self off. Suppose I could put some cooler clothes on.
Yeah, you brought shorts, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I did.
What do you need help with?
Oh, winning Powerball numbers, you got them? Cleveland, they did bring you something.
It's tablecloth?
Yes. Oh, you didn't grab your little black table?
Where was it?
Right here.
Oh, Cleveland, I love you.
No, you don't.
Ruger wife says I thought he was gonna say changing and we'd see y'all back in 2 secs.
He is changing.
Problem is I'm so sticky, my shit's sticky to me. And here come people down the road.
Oh my goodness.
Mickey Monster says hiya.
Howdy. Where's the microphone? Oh, there's that one there.
Oh, I would hurry up if I stomach. What do you need help with?
Direct traffic so they don't see me changing.
Ruger wife says you asked what he needed help with. Keep up, lolly.
Barrican says, hey Lolly, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Look at this.
You're one of us, it's plain to see. Welcome to the family.
If you all could see what I see right now.
Lolly's boots are sinking.
Daddy
deep
Papa
in the
says hi Lolly.
mud.
Hi.
Minnesota heat turns a swamp to a fire.
Sweat.
Her dogs are panting and she's spinning her face. Camping out here ain't no picture of grace. Swamp ass in the summer, oh it's no joke. Sweat dripping down like a runaway soak.
Ruger wife says we don't want to see his bare ass.
Swampy summer nights, I'm breaking the law. She built a tent, but the breeze won't stay. The air's so thick, it could scare you away. Her hounds are howling at the humid moon, praying for a frost, but it won't come soon. Swamp ass in the summer, oh, it's no joke. Sweat dripping down like a runaway soak. Mosquitoes laugh, though the sun beats me raw. Swampy summer nights, I'm breaking the law.
What?
It's nice right there.
Hey, you just get your little oscillating fan.
Uh-oh. My bug detector? Son of a bitch.
Alright, let's see if I can get this thing
Major
fired up.
fail. Oh no. Thank God.
You're one of us, it's plain
Thank
to
you.
see. Welcome to
Jim
the
Maui.
family.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Barrican says everyone needs a swamp ass song.
Why don't you, like... You figured it out. About every 20 minutes you gotta move.
Barrican says, oh shit, a treasure hype train.
Once they got air conditioners.
Randy says Papa Chris subscribed for 73 months when you were changing.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Papa Chris. Appreciate you. Happy Come on in. I'm bald. I'm fat. I'm sweating.
I'm sweating.
Like sweaty.
Dash says good evening, everyone.
Dash, what's up, brother?
Hi, Dad.
Whee!
Can you come and get me?
Hell, even the igniter still works.
Love it out here.
Erican says gifted sub percent 35 off 5.
Thank you,
Andy
biddies.
says howdy Dash.
This is why I left it in the camper.
I told you have to put something that's heavy in the bottom.
But I didn't.
What? There's a hammer in the passenger side.
Billy
Hey,
says howdy
There's a
Dash.
heavy hammer on the floorboard on that side, on the back seat. Damn, thank you. Y'all are going cornball. Thank you. Thank you. Ruger wife, thank you. Brother
Dash
Cop,
says
thank
sitting
you.
at the drive-in waiting on the sun to go down.
The drive-in.
Yeah. All right. We need a pan.
Catch me if you can.
We gotta boil some water.
Dash says good evening, Lolly.
Hi.
You're one of us, it's plain
What the hell are
to
y'all
see.
doing over here?
Welcome to the family.
Mickey, thank you for the gift subs.
Thank you.
Randy says hey Billy.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy.
Catch me if you can.
Billy says hey Randy.
I thought you said there was 12 of these in here.
Well, it looks like 12.
This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fun, this is for fun. This is my rifle, this is my gun. 8 of them.
Oh, well, we have 8 bucks.
Well, we're not going to eat 8 of them at one shot, Cleveland. I mean, I understand I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. Dark night was happening.
Maybe our neighbor needs one.
Thank you all for the biddies. Dash, Billy, thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, can you turn your phone thing on there and monitor who's giving me what so I don't have to keep walking over there? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. You're the greatest. Love you. Really love you. Even though you really hate me right now.
Can you meet your county?
What?
What county are we in?
Nicollet County, I think.
Well, it says left warnings.
Ruger wife says please tell me you aren't going to train a dragon tonight at _life.
I want to
Billy
see that.
says I give you 2 credit. It is going to be a miserable weekend lol.
Don't remind me. My wife swears up and down she loves it this hot. She keeps
Yeah,
trying
but it's a different hot. It's humid, and I don't like humidity. It's not like
Oh
this.
my Gertie. Now there's a different kind of hot.
Why wouldn't you put that in the trash can instead of throw it in the back?
Because I'm used to throwing it in the back of my car. Why is there not a bag in the trash can?
Billy says 25.
Because I haven't gotten bags out yet.
What? 25 what?
25. I don't know.
Ruger wife says LMA saw it a couple nights ago.
Was it good? Just something about eating a dragon. Karate Kid.
Billy says 25 cat jumping on my frickin' keyboard.
Oh, better have my other. Better forget that. Do not want to forget that, or it will be a very shitty situation.
Did you say drink that fast?
Ruger wife says she didn't say
That's
much
less than
about
a
it, but I
shot.
really didn't ask either.
What do you think? That's something to enjoy? Do you think it's like a large milkshake or something?
Well, it could be.
Barrican says WTF Twitch.
What happened?
Dash says Karate Kid is my hero.
Wait for the water to start
Like,
boiling.
it's even too hot to even think about starting a fire.
Yeah, we as soon as we seen the temperature, we said fire's not an option tonight.
No. And with the wind, no.
Not to mention our fire pit is like right on the other side of our car.
But it's also.
Ruger wife says I had to refresh as my messages weren't going through.
But it also is full of water.
That don't mean nothing.
That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing. Get your checks for free.
Billy says Boom Jimbo.
What? Holy fuck!
Thank you.
Randy exclaims Whoa Jim.
25. What?
That's so we can get an air conditioner next time.
Oh, is that going to buy us our portable air conditioner? Well, that'd be for me. What are you going to get?
Ruger wife says damn it Jim Owie won.
Holy shit.
Billy says Jim just went all in.
Come on in, don't be shy.
She's supposed to be
You
telling me
found
what's
a
going on,
place
and she's
where
not
hearts
telling me.
run high. Laugh and love, we stand as one. The happy crew, the fun's begun. You're one of us now. Welcome home.
Thank you, Barrican.
Billy says Barrican
Wandering
boom.
all alone, side
Damn.
by side through thick and thin. This family's where you fit right in.
Ruger wife says Baron spending his moldy money too. Damn.
Well, I appreciate it, Joe. Oh. I like to get all excited, but then I get sweaty, and then I get sweaty, and then I get hot, and I get really hot, and I'm like,
And you should see how much bedding the man brought. Oh my god.
this is why I'm glad I'm a Christian, because if hell is hotter than this, I don't want to be there. It was
He
predestined.
brought more bedding than I did.
There's a blanket and a fucking pillow in there. What are you talking about?
No, you have a blanket, a comforter, and a blanket.
No, I
and
do
a
not.
pillow.
I have a pillow and a blanket in there. The other blanket you're talking about is wrapped around my pillow as a pillow.
Is this guy?
Oh my Gertie.
Ruger wife says as long as you don't pass out on stream we are good.
Why? The police department's right over there. We're good.
Billy says I hope Lolly realizes she is getting about 2 hours sleep tonight after tossing and turning in 90-degree heat lol.
Hey,
I might pack up and go home tomorrow.
hey. No, she's not. You know why? Because this is her weather. You know what I hear at home all the time? I'm cold. I'm cold.
Jim Owie asks you think it's hot up there.
Come on in, don't be shy. You found
thank
a
you.
place where hearts run high. Laugh
Billy
and
says
love,
Who's that
Dash.
now?
is one.
You're supposed to be telling me this stuff.
The
Can't read it
fun's
fast
begun.
Ruger wife
You just
says
gotta tell me
the
who
Lord
sent
says
it.
will be good.
Thank you for the gift subs.
No more wandering all alone. Side by side through thick and thin. This family's
Tic Tac can
where
step their
you
game up.
Ruger wife says Dan at _life.
Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all, man.
Walleye Akichi Ta says how's it going?
Walleye, I'm at the place where you brought me Wagyu steak.
Billy says hey Walleye.
There was supposed to be a bunch of people here.
Ruger wife says
And they all
hiya at
canceled.
walleye _akasita.
Everybody canceled. Everybody canceled. We're here. We are team no tap or team idiot. You take a pick.
I would have to say Team Idiot.
I'm going with team no tap. Just saying. We didn't bring any fishing gear because I'm like, I'm not.
We couldn't fit it into the
We couldn't fit it. We're still learning. So before we tent camped, I had a 2011 Ford Ranger, and our camping gear would literally fill the back of that truck plus
Ruger
the
wife
inside.
says lol.
And the dogs would literally lay on top of the bedding that we'd put in the extended cab.
Jim Ali says it's either rain or heat warnings here.
Oh, we're under severe heat warnings. I don't know what we're at as far as rain goes. I'm just making 4 of these for now.
Yeah, when it started to,
Are you gonna want more than 1 or 2? Just 1? You gotta eat something. You can't be out here in the heat like this and not eat. You have to eat. Your body will shut down.
oh, you will.
Yeah.
I had Ziploc there.
Oh, do you? That's great, because I do too. I just gotta get to them. That cup, I'm about to throw that son of a bitch.
Barrican says need some watermelon.
Already ate half of one.
We already ate it. You were so hot. His coffee cup is falling out of his vehicle like 5 times.
Jim Ali says I mean every day for the last 2 months.
Oh, every day. Oh.
Good grief.
Oh, rain or heat, you mean?
Ruger wife asks got any grapes?
No.
Now, we are going to take a tour of the, give you all, if you want to tune in tomorrow, we're going to take a tour of the world's largest candy store.
Yeah, we're going to the candy store tomorrow to retrieve from the CBD.
Dash asks, did you nickname Lolly Watermelon again?
Watermelon. Watermelon. Wow. So we're literally just going to boil hot dogs for the night.
Oh, should I get the buns?
You got all the buns I need, baby.
I know.
Baby, baby.
They're soggy.
Ruger wife says amen. I've wanted to go there for a while.
Don't be shy. You found a place where
Damn,
hearts
Jamali,
run
thank
high.
you.
Laugh and love, we
Move you guys over here a
stand
little
as
bit so you can
one.
hang out
The
with us.
happy crew, the fun's begun. You're one of us now. Welcome home. No more wandering all alone. Side by side through thick and thin. This family's where you fit right in.
Thank you. Thank you for the gift subs. Wally hasn't done very good at telling me who's doing what over here on chat. And she just brought out a man case of all sorts of stuff. I mean, we could have cheated and we could have went to Scrubway or ordered Papa Murphy's, but we didn't.
Billy says, Jim, you legend.
Oh. Oh yeah. How many gift subs was that? I can't see. Guys, you guys gotta kind of tell me, help me out here. I have the other phone brought up for Tic Tac chat. All right, Cleveland, when you're done there, we need to work together on something. I need you to aim my fan.
Barrican says 20.
Damn! 20 gift subs.
Nice.
Holy shit. Yeah, you're going to see all the fat guy hang out today and tomorrow. And then Sunday morning, we're going to get packed up and get the hell out of here because we got to get stuff ready for the week.
Yeah, and that means like relaxing. Cleaned out.
Oh, we're going to have half the day cleaning the cars out. But most of it we can offload into storage. The tents can go on there. All the camping shit can go on there. It's just the... Would you like some help with that?
Well, maybe, yeah. I thought that it would be better this way.
Okay, now lay the hammer in the bottom. And then you put that over the top. It's probably not going to stretch.
Rotax says, howdy campers.
What's happening? Rotex, everybody canceled on us.
I do? Oh, you need me to adjust that.
No, that's good. Well, here, since you got it up, I can see on your phone.
Rotax says, oh no, IRL ain't coming.
Nope. Everybody quit. Everybody quit.
Quitters.
Lolly says they're all quitters. Oh wait, I forgot you can do this with this. Ha! Minty! Anybody see that? Y'all see that? Clip that. Somebody clip what she just did.
What did I just do?
This is why
Rotax says, tough it out and make some sweaty memories.
this is the thing. This is a proven point in marriage. I love my wife, but she gets mad because I don't help her out with housework. You see what she did with the phone? I set it up just perfect. It worked just fine.
Because
Then
it
she
was
no
too
no
narrow.
see. This is my point. This is exactly my point.
Because it was too narrow and it would blow over. This
Yep,
is more sturdy.
it was hanging out just fine. Hanging out just fine. What is this? About to beat your last record? Well, apparently not. What the hell level of hype train am I on? I don't even know what my last record was. It's been at least a couple of years since we set that. Not unless it resets like every year. Who sent me a message?
Billy
now?
says, level out.
Scooter's hot.
Level 12.
I wonder if I should take some water out of the cooler and put on him.
No. Level 12, thank you.
He's breathing really funny.
Yeah, it's hot. They always pretty funny when they're hot.
60 sub 26k bits.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes,
You
Billy
are
says,
amazing.
boom.
Ruger wife says way to go community.
A graduation? What graduation? Nate, I don't know what graduation you're talking about. I didn't know there was a graduation. Nobody tells me these things. People invite me to stuff all the time, but I tell them, you're going to have to remind me a lot. Because my head is going 900 miles an hour all the time.
Barrican says, take that TikTok. Let's see you try and beat that. Randy says that level 12 probably cleared up the swamp ass.
Zach. Oh shit, I forgot about that one. No, I probably won't be there.
I mean, we could go.
Listen to her trying to tap out already. I tell you what, dear, if you pack everything up properly and you put it away, we'll go.
Yeah, because that works so well, putting up the thing.
Ruger wife says here's your sign. LMA graduates this time next year.
Okay. You better send me a message like every couple of days to remind me. That thing sure does take a long time to boil water.
Well, they're probably done. Because they just needed to be heated up.
We'll go check.
I'm worried about Scooter.
Why? He moves around everything just fine. So how long does that little fan of yours work?
I don't know. Test it out.
It didn't give you an idea?
Well, it said.
Randy says send him 300 biddies every day. That'll remind him.
How are we supposed to get these out?
Stab it with a knife. What?
Ruger wife says crossing fingers. Some might squeak back in just in time for graduation. Ruger wife says son.
Nice. What are you doing? You know there's forks in one of them bags. You could have done the exact same thing with a knife. Sitting right there. Is it hot?
Yeah. Hot like you, baby.
Billy says Lolly is going to say never again after heat stroke weekend session.
I already
Rotax
said it.
says how did the setup go?
Her tent sucks. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it.
It's a bitch.
My tent in 2 minutes. My tent sets up easier
Ruger
than a
wife
portable
says more
fish house.
ketchup.
Randy says dang I have 340k channel points.
Yeah, we have not figured out what to do with channel points yet.
Rotax says just pretend you are living down south.
That's the problem. I won't live down south. The closest to the south I will get is Arkansas because they still get cold weather up in the mountains. All right, now I gotta figure out how to shut this thing off.
You,
You got the liquid?
Ruger wife says you gotta hydrate, sir.
oh shit. There's a bone on the ground.
Yeah.
I have to pee.
You have to pee.
Because I held it way too long.
Randy says damn dash.
Can you gonna make it up there?
Yeah, but I need to eat.
Why don't you just put it in the car or something?
What?
Nothing, dear. Absolutely nothing.
It took me 5 minutes to get the shorts off. Oh, Scooter. Come here.
What do you got stuck on you, dude?
I'm gonna give it a plate of food.
It will cook a hot dog. I am making breakfast tomorrow morning. Before we go to the candy shop. And then, yeah. So, the world's largest candy store, just so you know, my son educated me on this because he was just there not too long ago with one of his little girly friends. And, you have to have cash there. They have an ATM for you to pull cash out, but just know this, if you're going to go visit, make sure you have cash.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, Jen showed up.
That is not her.
If it was, I'd tell her to go back home. Because it would be way too hot with 2 of us in there.
Way too much ketchup.
Randy says Ron's taking us to the candy shop. He'll let us lick the lollipop.
All day. All day, every day. Oh. See, if we had like, you know what I'm going to get for the next one?
What?
I'm going to get the one that's up on a stand next.
Well, we could put it up
Koopa20
on the
asks
table.
Ron what was the high temp there today.
180?
I have no idea. Where's Billy?
Like 200?
Billy would know.
Randy says nice looking glizzies.
The fuck is a glizzy?
Hot dog.
Oh, yeah. How the hell do you get glizzy out of a tonsil rocket?
Billy says right now 88 feels like 101.
It feels like 120, Billy.
I
Dash
gave her
says
the...
that candy store is cool, but you gained 10 pounds just pulling into the parking lot.
Hey,
Randy says hot dog apparently.
how do you get glizzy from tonsil rocket? Or hot dog? Or wiener?
Billy says lolly lol. Randy says haha I like tonsil rocket better.
Boys, Mom's got your food here. You're not gonna get any more soft food. I only brought for tomorrow and Sunday.
I mean, seriously. How does a feller just randomly name something?
You do.
Oh, that's not a tree anymore. That's
Piccadilly.
a shit stain. Yeah, I'm gonna go chop down a shit stain. I'm gonna grow a couple of shit stains in my yard.
Gary Bettine 1973 asks hi Ron. How
Howdy.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Randy says the kids nowadays say those glizzies are bussin'.
Some bitches ride a bus too?
They lick the windows.
Rotax says eat some gut torpedoes. Randy says which I think translates to these hot dogs are good.
Maybe we should have made the boys a hot
Why?
dog. Yeah, they have food.
They had a whole, each of them had a whole can of soft food to themselves.
If I don't get sick from something this weekend, God made dirt and dirt won't hurt.
Rotax says glizzies are bussin', let's go.
Yeah.
There's rocks in
Randy
your mouth.
says yeah, the let's go too.
Well, the let's go thing has been around for a long time. Seriously?
I don't want it. It's too freaking hot. I gotta pee.
Randy says faux shizzle my nizzle.
Are you going out of the house?
No, I'm gonna go and get my shorts so I can change into comfy clothes.
Randy says alright, that's enough for me. Godzilla Stain says I feel like watching Ron eat hot dogs is premium content. Pay-per-view worthy.
No, it's not. It's just really hot, and I don't want to move around a whole lot because as soon as I start moving, I'm fat, I sweat.
Billy says LMAO.
Because once it starts getting dark, we're crawling into our prospective tents. I'm moving my big ass fan in my tent. I'm gonna bring a bunch of water in there with me, and that's where I'm hanging
Stain
out.
says what's the temp?
120. Not enjoyable.
I think they said the feels like the
Rotax says
101.
crawl in before the bugs hit bad.
Yeah, Kayla, what's happening? Tater. What?
Askyline GT_R1 says it's going to be hot here in few days.
It's going to be really hot here tomorrow. The only advantage we're going to have tomorrow is it's supposed to be
Rotax
really
says
windy.
grilling after dark is a bad idea now unless you like skeeter cheese. Godzilla Stained says thank goodness for big ass fans. Just try to fart, you will create a stink tornado in the tent. Skyline GT_R1 says hot weather good for ice bath wall. Billy says tomorrow Ron breaks triple digit temp with feels like over 110.
Yeah, we will. Boy, you better believe it. I said, good thing is I'm going to heaven because if hell's hotter than this, I don't want no part of it. No, sir.
Billy says luckily 30 miles per hour winds.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Godzilla Stained says we are in for a heat wave in Canada as well.
We're having a heat wave. A tropical heat wave. What are you doing? You gonna go live? Oh, right on. Those of y'all, I got Tic Tac and Kick all rolling. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you very much. Thank you. The only thing I wish I would have brought now was a soda. I don't think I brought any. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. Did I? No, I don't think I did. Maybe. Did I? Uh-uh. I know I brought a Monster. Put these away before they get warm. No, does not look like I did, but I got some watermelon. I got some watermelon for
Godzilla
dessert.
Stained asks good proximity to the bathroom facilities.
Yes, we are the closest campsite to the bathroom. And that's mainly because of my wife.
Ruger wife says oh goody, rain most of next week.
I just want y'all to be jealous. I'm eating watermelon. Damn good one too. Better have a little more. Might have to stop at a grocery store and buy another one for tomorrow.
Godzilla Stained says that should help cool you down a touch.
Ruger
really.
wife says I love that stuff, but it doesn't love me. Heartburn City.
Dash says starting on the house 7 a.m. Monday.
Oh, damn. Well, the camping is hot as hell, Kayla. No, we have zero interest in doing fishing right now. Actually, we didn't have room for any fishing gear. I still have to pull my car forward, so I'm in the proximity of the wind.
Godzilla Stained says how are the mosquitoes out there, Ron?
So far, so good. Gotta have my damn coffee cup for in the morning. French press ended up in your car or mine?
Oh, I put it in that bucket, I think.
Oh, that one. Yep. I see coffee creamer in there. French press. Or maybe we're just gonna get lazy and go to the...
There's Dunkin' Donuts. We can go there.
Oh my God. Why did I even bring it up? Did you guys see her face light up? Oh my God, there's a Dunkin' Donuts. There's a Dunkin' Donuts.
They have the best.
There's a Dunkin' Donuts. We gotta go to the Dunkin' Donuts. Bree, what's happening? We gotta go to the Dunkin' Donuts.
You take a wet washcloth and you put it all over your body.
That just sounds weird. TMI.
No, and you like.
Listen, we're in the stage of our marriage that I don't want to hear that stuff anymore.
It feels so nice.
Yeah. I bet.
Well, I didn't want to talk about that.
Whoa, backfired.
What did?
I backfired. Popping shots at the homies. Used to say that when I was in prison. They'd be like, what the hell? Like, popping shots at the homies. They're like, oh shit, drive by.
Drive by. That was kind of funny.
You just crack yourself up, don't you? What goes on in that beautiful head of yours that just busts you out laughing all the time?
Godzilla Stained asks how much to see Ron give himself a cold rag wipe down.
He'll
That's
feel better
where-
because it's like nice. Showers are a little sketch, but
They're clean. If not, they'll be clean first thing in the morning.
the toilet paper, I would advise you bring your own roll up there because it's so wet. It's disgusting. And to try to get it off the roll, I'm like, seriously, dear Lord, just let me get one full roll.
This. But you like it hot.
I know, but it's humid. I don't like humid.
Humid is only adding another 15 degrees to the factor.
Yeah.
Now,
Can I open one of them bags of ice for my water?
you can do whatever you want. When the hell did you start needing my permission for anything in
Really?
life? Somebody help me understand that. You act like I give you orders or something.
Well, any bag okay?
No ice for you.
Godzilla Stained says I work in a greenhouse. Humidity is a daily occurrence.
Yeah. That's why I only made it a couple of months in a greenhouse. I wish I'd have brought at least 2 sodas with me. I didn't realize that one would be really good after dinner. And I'm definitely not drinking another Monster. Although I did find a new Monster Zero that I really like, and it's the peach one. But the problem is... What? No, it's him.
Godzilla Stained says baby powder is my secret weapon against chaffing.
Oh, I suppose.
Ruger wife says you will be fine without Pop.
Oh, gee, thanks, Nurse Ruger wife. I don't know how I ever made it through almost 47 years of life without you.
Ruger wife. I really want to die of Mountain Dew right now.
Why are you looking at that camera? She's over there.
Where? Oh,
She's over there hanging out with them people.
them people.
Billy says
Yeah,
what
it's
you
Kayla
plan
and Bree
on
over
doing
here.
with Fur Buddies tomorrow
Oh,
while
and
you're
Tup,
gone.
what's up, man?
Tent,
Good to
even
see ya.
with fan, might be
Oh,
way
hey,
What?
that's your friend.
Oh, Zach. Hi, Zach.
Tup,
Yeah.
Jack.
Hi, Zach. He's a good video guy.
Is he the one that I'm following on Facebook that does all the smallmouth videos? Oh, that dude's a legend. Hey, if you're on TikTok, man, follow that dude. Follow that dude, man. Seriously, that dude is a legend.
He's amazing.
He has got video and skills. Like, I just want to go fishing with him. But his video skills are legendary. I gotta post his YouTube link on my Discord so people can go watch that.
Can he post it?
Yeah, if he gets on my Discord. Hey, if you go to roncleveland.tv, jump on my Discord and post. There's a self-promotion section in there.
Put your stuff in there.
Yeah, Zach, go put all your links to all your social media in there. Yeah, go put all your links to your social media in there, please. That way people can follow you. Yeah, I watch your stuff all the time, man. You're absolutely legendary. I could not wait to see where the future takes you because you do some video. I mean,
badass work.
Listen, if I could afford to give you like $100 grand a year, you'd probably come and doing some video work for me. But unfortunately, I'm blue collar, I'm fat with a redneck, and that just means I got to drive a truck. But if I win the lottery, I shouldn't say if, when I win the jackpot, the big couple $100 million, yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to cut my bra off.
You just crack yourself up, huh?
Because it's so sticky.
Yeah, so if you guys are wondering right now, I am simulcasting to Twitch, to TikTok, and so this phone over here is
YouTube?
Nope, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. Eventually will probably be Facepalm and LubeTube or something like that. I don't know. He can fish, but he can't type worth the shit.
The Fur Buddies tomorrow, we're
Oh, it's
going to
Tammy.
take those with us.
It's not Zach's Tammy.
Oh, hey Tam.
Look at that. She just sent me down an entire rabbit hole for nothing. She'll have to text you that.
What?
She wants to know where we're at. You'll have to text her.
Okay. We'll text you. I'll text you. That's my friend Tammy. I've known her since I was 4 years old.
They can't see you. The camera's there. She's over here
Dash
staring at
says,
this
"Have
one.
a great night, everyone."
You too,
enjoy
sir.
Your movie. Eat some popcorn. So
They used to ride dinosaurs to school uphill both ways.
yeah, but she would get a new pair
Billy
of shoes.
says, "Night Dash."
Ruger wife says no doxing lolly.
Nope, I know. I gotta be careful. Anyways, so she would get new pairs of white shoes. Like, who gets white kids? And I would step on
Ruger
them.
wife says don't do anything I wouldn't do at the drive-in dash.
I stepped on
That
them
ain't much.
just to get them dirty because they were too white.
Dang. That's how you treated your friends?
Well, her and I went back and forth a lot. Okay, I texted you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do at the drive-in. Guess what? It's too hot to even touch it.
Why are you talking to that camera?
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting. I'm not a streamer.
You're a streaker.
Not that either.
I can't believe it is this late already.
I know, it's already 9. Time flies when you're having fun, Cleveland.
Only when you're sweating to death. So we're going to have to put a bunch of that stuff in the common area of your tent tomorrow. Just so it's not sitting here in the open. So that way we have room for the dogs.
Yeah, we're taking the dogs with us.
To the candy
Dash
shop.
says, looks like I got open permission for just about everything.
Whoa. Yeah.
Because it'll give them a reprieve, and we'll put them in the air conditioner, and we'll just leave the car running.
See, that's why she got the car tent, because then we got to burn all my gas and put the miles on my car.
No, we can unhook. But then we
No, Tammy, listen to me.
Where's Tammy's stuff coming up on?
Right there.
Well, how
TikTok.
come I can't? Oh, she's on TikTok, and that one's on Twitch.
That's on Twitch and Kick, and that's on TikTok.
Oh.
So listen, Tammy, I hate the heat. This is why I live on the lake in the wintertime. This is how I dress when it is 10 below zero. Why? Because I'm fat. Okay? I am part polar bear. We melt in this shit. I bet you I've lost like 30 pounds. But it will be 90 degrees at our house, and she'll be running around in a winter parka and flip-flops going, I'm cold.
Because it's humid.
Oh, and now we're using the humid thing. I mean, we're out here sweatier than a couple of horny hogs right now, and it's like, what in the hell is going on?
Good thing the dogs go to the cleaners next week.
This is just
Tuck,
not...
what are you doing tonight?
We don't like the fringe humidity. What the hell's a fringe humidity? Is that like some kind of weird Maple Grove slang or something? Just like this glizzy bullshit. They call a damn tonsil rocket a glizzy. How the hell...
Gary Bettine 1973 says lolala. Sounds like you need to get under a bunch of blankets and cool off.
That.
What I don't understand is this. They came in here and said glizzy, and it's a hot dog, aka wiener, aka tonsil rocket. Where the hell do you get glizzy from this? Listen, we went into an entire hour-long discussion in the fish house, and nobody could explain this to me. Then all of a sudden I'm watching Mav's video.
Ruger wife says, ooh, starting to see the humidity in the air tonight. Oh Lord, lol.
All right, Phil Collins, I appreciate it. Where? How? How do we come up with the name Glizzy? How does Glizzy even remotely revolve around a hot dog? Somebody help me understand, because I don't. And then bussin'.
Ruger wife says, glad you got my humor.
Oh, I was a big Phil Collins and Genesis fan.
Ruger wife says glizzy is stupid shit. It's a feeing hot dog.
Yeah, but why? Why? This is why I cannot make YouTube videos or do collective content or collaborations with the younger generation. Because they're going to say something and I'm going to question them. I'm going to question their stability. I might even give them a ride to the state hospital. What? Already?
What?
I don't ever want to hear from you at home that it is cold. Ever. Ever. No, don't get off of me. It's hot. Get off of me.
Sweaty boobs.
Get off of me. You're hot and gross. Ew. Gross. Oh, boob juice. Gross. Why?
Because I can.
Ruger wife says if the Red Roof Inn was still a thing, my fam would have me committed. Lol.
The Red Roof Inn, we used to have one of those in Maple Grove. Did Tammy say what she was doing?
She said she can't type with this humidity.
Oh, I agree.
I'm just wondering if it's humidity or if maybe she has a wine bottle glasses on.
Ruger wife exclaims you did it wrong, Lolly. You gotta at least lift your shirt up.
No. No. We're past that point in our marriage. That just doesn't happen anymore. I can't wait until she's got to hear me snore all night. She makes me sleep in the basement. She makes me sleep in the basement because she doesn't want to hear the snoring. Sitting on her friend's step.
Look.
Hey,
Sitting on.
Quit digging your fungus out of your toes.
not-
Glorious Maximus.
Fell off. See? The whole thing.
So the fungus fell off of your toe and you're playing with it.
It's fingernail polish.
Yeah, huh?
She's sitting on her step doing what?
Watching us.
God, go have a drink and play some pull tabs, girl. We need to plan a time to go up and see Torma. All of us.
Yeah.
Ruger wife says hey dude, try 29 years. Next weekend I put up with Ruger that freaking long.
Dang.
I would say he had to put up with you. I'm going with he put up with you.
No, I disagree.
I don't listen. This is my program. This is my program. You better start a Lolly Invasion channel.
Yep. My Chinese lights don't work.
July 19th
Ruger
bus.
wife says frick.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm coming down. I'm either going to have my sister come and get me when we get back to your place, or I'm getting a hotel room. I'm not going home that night. I mean, we'll be on the bus for 6 hours. I probably won't be able to get off the bus. And hello, greenies. You know those are my favorite. God, we're going to get high from the wave of wind.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody could sit out here and drink liquor.
Oh, I will say this. When it's really ass hot and you get an ice cold beer, I'm not even a beer drinker, but an ice cold beer on a really hot day
Yeah,
goes down like minty, perfect.
true.
She said, LOL, same, ditto.
We live
Ruger wife says I can.
Yeah. Other than that, no. I'm not a big alcohol drinker when it's hot.
I get leg cramps so bad that I would be standing up sleeping.
No, my problem is after my heat stroke, my body just is like, nope, Negative Ghost Rider, try another one.
Ruger wife says hot as heck. I crave a michelada.
Ooh, my mom likes those. That's like tomato juice and beer.
She said, I was just going to say, where's the cold drinks? Well, because as hot as it is, Tammy,
Right here.
Candy Oha Premium Water. Purified drinking
I
water.
have Crystal Light lemon tea.
Yeah, she was supposed to buy me some peach stuff and never did.
I have it.
Oh, so you were hoarding it for yourself, hoping I wouldn't remember.
No,
Oh, hater. Hater.
I have
Do you
it.
hear the...
You want me to
Where
get
is
you
the
one?
love?
I
Uh-huh.
have it.
Yep. Uh-huh. I didn't hear about it. Didn't hear nothing about it. Now that we're on stream, so y'all need to hang out with us more often because everything's coming out. I want it with some peach tea. Ruger wife, I have the stuff you sent me. I will be on that regimen tomorrow. I did find another bottle of it, so.
Damn it, I did it again.
What?
Tried to walk through the net.
Ruger wife asks Peach what?
She has the peach tea, the Crystal Light peach tea additives for the water, but I also have the additive that I got from you. And that'll be for manana. It's actually cooling off fairly nice right now. Billy, you still in here, Billy? Billy, do I have any chance of rain tonight?
Ruger wife says I'm still working on trying to get your shit. It's been out of stock for a while.
Yeah, I just happened to find when I was going through the camping stuff, I found another. I'm like, oh, gold! Because it's getting to be that time of year where I even drink it in the truck. I'm going to need a fresh bottle of water, please. Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Old lady.
Old hag.
You know, it's nice when you get to the point where you're in your relationship and your marriage where nothing really offends the other person. No, Laura doesn't pack anything. Thanks, love.
Mm-hmm.
She does. No, Tammy, no. Laura would have packed the very, very bare minimum, and
I would have just eaten chips all weekend.
yeah, it would have been a shit show out here.
I wouldn't have brought in hot dogs, nothing. I just would have eaten chips and snacks.
Now, it used to be that way when we had the motorhome and the camper. Oh yeah, she would pack so much shit in there that I loathed going camping in the camper because I had to unload all the shit that she brought in there.
That she brought in there. See? So
No, you didn't bring it in there.
I loaded it.
Let me recorrect that.
No.
The stuff that she put in baskets that I had to bring out there, her 31 bag baskets.
Stop lying. I loaded it. You unloaded it.
Okay, let me get this straight. You loaded it.
Loaded it.
Ruger wife says, we had Doritos and ranch dip for supper.
See?
So let me get this straight.
That would have been so perfect for me.
You walked everything out the front of the house, down the hill, and put it in the motorhome.
Not the heavy stuff.
Not anything. You would bring your one little 31 bag that had whatever crafting you were working on with your Wii pad in it, and your phone, and a couple other things, and that was it. This is why I was like super excited about her getting a car tent, because I'm like, finally, she gets to see what I go. When we used to tent camp, guess who would go and socialize and leave me to set up the tent? And I'm fine. I'm fine. I am. I mean, I have PTSD and emotional stress and trauma and, you know, all this stuff. So she gets her tent. So I'm like going to guide her through on how to set up a tent by herself.
It was too hot. And the wind was
hold
like
on.
50 miles an hour.
It was okay for me to do this for 2 years by myself, no matter what the weather conditions were. Whether it was raining, whether it was hot.
I'm not a girl made for this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to improve us.
You're trying to improve us?
Yeah, like do things together. And have fun together. But it's hot.
Get what you get, don't throw a fit. No, I just wanted her to learn to set up her tent by herself.
But you, in all...
Oh, no, let me finish.
Let me talk.
Squirtus. Squirtus, let me finish. Okay? She gets mad because I'm standing there trying to walk her through it step by step and help her out so she knows how to set this thing up, but she don't listen. She has zero patience. My wife is the most impatient person in the world, but then you ask her, or she asks everybody else to have patience with her while she's trying to figure stuff out.
It was just the hot was getting to me.
No, because the first time we set up, you did the same thing. I had to walk away.
And I had to walk away because you were just standing there telling me what to do.
You didn't help me set up my tent.
I told you I would, and
Where were you?
I was back there.
Where were you?
Because yours went up in 2 freaking minutes.
Did you help me set up my tent?
No.
You didn't help me set up my tent.
No.
But I had to help you set up yours.
Yep.
Imagine that.
Why do you think women get married?
What? I'm still trying to figure out how they get divorced.
Not an option. You're stuck with me for life. Unfortunately.
She asked me last Christmas what I wanted for Christmas. I said a divorce. She says, no, that costs too much. Pick something else. I said, well, that's bullshit.
Jake says hi.
Hi, Jake.
I did.
Jake says, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm sweaty. But I'm having a good time. Actually, now that the sun is going down, it's actually fairly comfortable out here.
We're having a good time. If it rains tonight and you don't have your thing on, don't cry to me.
I will probably lay in there and enjoy it.
It'll be like a natural mist.
Oh my God. She's like, if it rain, talking about the guy who fishes in the rain.
Oh, look at that dog. He's on a motorcycle.
Oh my God.
That's so cute. Our dog would jump out.
So yeah, I'm guessing by the time we're done with this camping trip, Lolly is now going to be looking at campers.
Again.
Which is fine. I mean, I don't mind them. Actually, what I'd like to...
If Tammy would get a camper, her and Chris, because Tammy wants to get a camper.
I would like us to get a smaller, older one and set it up the way we want it. Because all these new ones, look at all the problems that everybody we know that has new ones has.
They're terrible. They're junk.
Yeah. I mean, if I had the money, I'd buy Ruger's. I like that one.
That was like one of the last ones that was well made.
Well, it was pre-COVID. I think theirs is a 15. Ruger wife, isn't yours a 2015?
Stev07M asks you smoking any cigars?
Yeah. Apparently I was smoking a glizzy.
Who's this?
What?
What's going on in a boat?
How the hell would I know?
Ruger wife says 2017.
Oh.
Yeah, pre-COVID. Pre-COVID when the world
I think the only
came
thing
to
I
an end.
remember them having an issue with on theirs was the door. It fixed the door on it. Oh. Bank said I'm not allowed to spend money anymore for the next year. I went from $3,200 in debt to about $100,000 in debt in less than 12 months.
You don't need to say that.
Why?
Because it stresses you out.
Why does it stress you out? I don't care. We needed the shit. It's not like it was... It's one thing if you do it for...
The fucking door. It's better, but gotta treat it with finnies.
Finnies? What are finnies?
Oh, no. See, Tammy, you have to understand, I'm the one in this relationship who loves camping. I traveled around for a year in a van all over Minnesota and South Dakota camping. I went up and down the Missouri River 5 times camping. I've been at this campground, I don't know how many times, spent 2 to 3 weeks here at times. I'm the camper.
Stev07M says the debt is investing IH yourself.
No, and she gets stressed out because we ended up having to buy this car back here because this one was giving us fits. And by the time we'd already gotten this car, I had already got my truck. So, it is what it is. It's just life.
Late night fishing.
Oh, you do this all night. Like if we'd have brought fishing, like if I knew we were coming fishing, We would have got a campsite too, and we'd have had our tents all the way back by the river, so I could listen to the rods all night.
There's no shade over there, though.
Yeah, you can see where his tent is. See where they're back.
Yeah.
You can go all the way to the water side back over there.
God, can you imagine the bugs? Oh. The bugs over there is probably 80 times worse. But my bug little thing's working.
Yeah, I haven't had a mosquito, so it's doing good. I brought mine, but apparently I don't need it. No, that one over there, I used to run a 100-foot extension cord all the way down so I could run my stream.
Stev07M asks you guys having fun?
We are.
But Laura will stay up all night running to make sure nobody's stealing. No, we had a 36-foot motorhome, and we had it, what, 2 or 3 years?
I don't know.
No, it was third year we got rid of it.
Yeah.
First year we used it quite a bit. We would go down to weekends, down to her parents, and that was a pretty regular deal for us because her parents would get a hellacious deal for us to come down on the weekends. And so we would go down on the weekends, and usually she would stay a little longer. I couldn't because of work. The one day I finally set up and say, all right, I'm taking 9 days off, the weekend and the entire week, and then the next weekend. We literally get down there, we get set up, and I get a call saying, I need you to run.
Yep.
They decided to do 3 routes. So I finally got back down there I got to spend 2 nights down there. I love that motorhome. It was the most comfortable thing we'd ever owned. But it was really, really, really expensive. And what I mean by really expensive is in the spring, I would have to idle it all throughout the year and go fire everything up. But in the springtime, I would have to bring it into the mechanic shop and have them go through and make sure everything was good. Check the tires, check the brakes. It was $1,200. And that was back before my mechanic, he was only charging $80 an hour. Now he's at $120.
Yeah, and let alone to fill it.
Yeah, it was $704 to fill it.
Back then.
I love that motorhome. That motorhome was one of my favorites. But the one I really miss was our first camper. It was a 1987. Was it a Shasta or a Jayco?
I don't even remember that one.
It had the bed in the front. We used to sleep in the front, and then it had the little dinette off to the side. Because you and I would sleep on the bed, and then the dogs would sleep on the little dinette right next to us.
Ruger wife says love the lights lolly.
What, are they working?
Oh my Gertie.
They're twinkling.
Stev07M says, wow, that's expensive. I have a tent and an air mattress, which is good enough for me.
That's what I have right now.
They're working.
I will say this. The nice thing about a camper is everything's already packed up for the most part. The only thing, our first camper, we kept it pretty basic. We didn't even use a stove inside. I did all the cooking on a grill. We got kind of bougie as time went on, and then people were giving us their old camping gear and things like that. And, that was the nice thing about a camper. The thing that we missed about the reason we went back to tents is because we found out that with a tent, we did a ton more camping. We had way more options for camping.
Yeah.
Like, our friends would rent a campsite, and we could literally just put a tent on their campsite.
And we just brought food.
And kind of where we're at now, what we'd like to have is maybe like a little pop-up camper. Either that, or if I could find like an old camper that's got good bones. Now that I'm getting a little more familiar with construction stuff, I got a few tools.
You do.
I mean, I've built enough benches and beds and stuff in my fish houses that I got it down pretty good. Because even when we have a camper, the only thing we really do in there is sleep.
Yeah.
So literally, I want to get a small camper, put a decent sized window mount AC in it, and that's it. You wear headlamps when you're fishing, so you don't trip over shit. A lot of bad shit down there. Oh, he's taking his wood out. He's got it covered up. Country boy was happening. Laura and I would camp in her driveway.
Yep. In the pop-up.
Pop-up campers are nice, but they seem to have issues.
Just don't put your hand on the screen. I woke up and my hand was full of mosquito bites.
No, because remember we had to fix that slide on Scott and Cindy's old one when we went camping with Aaron and Krista.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about when Tammy and I...
Stavo7M asks, is your tent connected to the car?
Hers is, yeah. It is a UNP car tent off of, or an SUV tent off of Amazon. And then I have the Fantic outdoor quick setup tent.
I did it this way because then we have a common area and I don't have to sleep on the floor.
Stavo7M says that's cool. I saw that on a Honda commercial.
Yeah, I mean, we still have a lot to learn as far as setting it up and figuring out how to line it up properly.
Yeah, because of the bottom of it, like when we had it set up at home.
We learned that you got to have the front end up. So I'm going to have to get like them leveling blocks because like right now the front end's kind of down on her car.
So it pulls everything.
Yeah. So it pulled everything at a weird angle. Yeah, we're sleeping in 2 different tents. She can't stand my snoring.
Who asked that?
Tammy.
Oh. Tammy, we're like Troy and Becky.
We haven't slept in the same room in probably, what, 4 years, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
I snore really, really bad. That's why I don't, like, when a lot of people invite me over to their house to spend the night, I don't.
Stavo7M asks, no CPAP?
Well, yeah. But
I go through PTSD pretty bad with that. I wake up in the middle of the night swinging. I almost swung on her, and I said, never again. They're like, well, you could die from them. Good. I'll die before I hit my wife. Period. Ain't gonna happen. That's bad for them, you know.
Why?
It'll cause them to dry out and get hot faster.
Stavo7M asks, you feel like you are being choked?
So, when I was a kid, when I get beat on, one of the things that they would do was cover your mouth so you couldn't scream. And I don't handle too well to having my mouth covered. I've managed to there's a couple of nights where I was just dog tired. There's a couple of nights where I was just really dog tired, and I managed to make it all through the night. But most of the times I make it maybe 2 to 3 hours, and I'm waking up swinging. You and your old Twinkle Bell lights. Didn't you say they have a remote?
No, my fan does.
Oh, your fan does.
They're kind of cute. They're little flowers. They're called fairy lights.
Fairy lights.
Fairy lights.
Great, here comes the parade.
Stavo7M says, took me years to get used to it. I would wake up in panic and hated it.
My problem is that it makes my face all sweaty.
Like we are now.
Yeah, but even worse. I mean, like her uncle has one, and he wears that thing without a problem.
We've even tried the nasal cannula thing.
Yeah, that didn't work. I tried the mouth guard or the mouth thing. That just makes your jaw hurt to beat hell. I've tried everything there is.
Oh, bug. It went in my nose.
Gnat.
No, it was bigger than that.
Wow, it's getting dark.
I know, it is.
Last time I camped here, I camped right in front
Stevo7M
of that
says
light
my
like an
wife
idiot.
says I sound like a two-stroke without it, haha.
Most people swear that there's a grizzly bear in the house. My brother calls me the sawmill. When
Like,
we were
I
on,
can hear him.
oh,
Through the
the last night we were sleeping out there. He says, yeah. He says I need a stack of 2x4s, some 2x6s. He says I don't know, maybe you can get some 2x10s in. I'm like, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it in my garage, you know, because I got some of that lumber stored upstairs. And I'm like, what does he need that for? But if he wants shit, I think I got some. And he's like, and he looked at me and he's like, no, tonight. Oh, you mother trucker. She goes, wouldn't you shit if that was her in the car behind you? They can see the parking lot.
Oh. Yeah, it would be fun.
I'd have to turn the stream off because I would probably get banned. There'd be all sorts of TOS violations happening.
Not us.
Yeah, that peach tea is... I've been on a peach tea thing lately.
The peach ones are a little sweet for me.
I like them. Even like the monsters, I wish they just had 12 packs of peach. I wonder if Amazon's got them.
Would you like your secretary to check?
Please, make that happen, Captain. She will computer nerd for her work all day long. They can holler at her, hey, can you look this up? Yep, I ask her, hey, can you look this up for me? Why don't you look it up yourself? Well, because you're better at finding shit than I am. I can find cars, boats, campers, trucks, good deals. When it comes to the thrifty hipster stuff like groceries and... I went to Menards and spent $50 on a 4600 CFM fan.
Yeah, if you want to spend $35.
For a 12 pack?
Yep.
Ouch.
15 pack. Wait. Yeah, pack of 15.
No. Or Cashwise might have them. Because they changed that out. It used to be the orange ones in there, either the orange or the strawberry ones, and they were okay. But the peach one just that one's right there, especially on a hot summer day.
Hot summer night.
She said, "Okay, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere."
We don't have anywhere to really go.
Yeah, it's definitely cooling off quite a bit. It's actually comfortable now. That fan makes a huge difference though, huh? Now imagine if I got a second one that we could put up above it. Even the dogs are mellowed out.
Yeah. I was getting pretty worried there.
Well, with the wind blowing tomorrow, we should be all right.
Why do so many people come fishing at night?
First time to get flatties.
Ruger wife says so. Sad news for you. The drops you like are discontinued. The lemonberry ones are still available, but I know you don't care for those as well.
No. I'm not a fan of those. They just taste funky. Well, the drops, I'll have you try them tomorrow. You just got to be... So I overdid it because I used to use like that Meofit and stuff like that. But these ones that she gives me, or that she gets for me, has got really good hydrating principles. Yeah. And like I used to drink them right away in the morning. Like I would get up, the first thing I would do in the morning is mix some in a bottle like this and hammer it. Actually, I had one of those them drink deals that we had, the metal ones. I had one of those, and I would mix it in there, and I'd hammer that first thing in the morning for my coffee or anything. And then I would drink them throughout the day.
Glad I didn't put my monitor on. I would
Oh, it's a good thing we're sweating though. It gets all the toxins out of you. I'm kind of
There's gonna
hoping.
be an accident right here. Well, that was close.
Oh, tomorrow we'll probably see a whole bunch of boats go in.
We might have to come back and try fishing.
Yeah, but we'll get campsite number 2.
Yeah, but I would like to be in that flat area.
It's flat over there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we'll walk back there tomorrow. This is actually a path that goes back there.
How much boogier is it?
Bugs are going to be prevalent no matter what. Like how he's got his lit up over there. I couldn't do it. I just light my rods up. I can't. I mean, if the wind's up like this, it's pretty good.
I like this little camping setup though. It's got a pretty cool over there. Except he doesn't have the blinking light, of course. I'm so glad they work. That like made my day today. Even
So are you
though
going to be
it's hot
getting a
and
different
sweaty.
tent then, or what are you doing?
Cleveland. It's the first time that we've been camping in my tent.
Yeah, but I don't want to set that one up anymore.
And you can't stand in that one. And I can stand in the one. The only thing is the doorway sucks.
Oh, like I said, you just have to set up, tear it down a few times. Figure it out.
Maybe when it's not 105 degrees.
Got to get used to it. That's why we quit tent camping in the first place. Because that one weekend down at your mom and dad's,
Oh my god, it was awful.
the same like this. Humid. It was hot. It was literally 90 degrees all night long, and we were both in the same tent, sweating. Neither one of us slept for nothing.
We were crabby.
All my brother and sister-in-laws decided to show up, all the nieces, so we were like, you know what, we got a tent, we'll sleep out in the yard. And we were like, all right, we're gonna, well, first they gave us the cots,
Yeah.
because we were on the air mattress, and that one went to shit.
Yeah, that's sunk in.
Yeah.
So we were like laying like this.
Mind you, we didn't have any money because she wasn't working at the time. Her boss had passed away, so she was a housewife, which was fine because I was making a decent enough amount to take care of the bills. So we had everything pretty cheap. Well, the thing is then my sister-in-law had camping shit for us. Some of our friends had camping shit for us. And we amassed a whole bunch of camping stuff. Well, then our air mattress went bad, and our in-laws gave us these cots. Well, in this tent, we had to stagger these cots. So basically, we had to sleep with our heads right next to each other, and then our feet going the other way, opposite. And we died the first night on the air mattress.
Well, yeah, because it's sunk in
So,
the middle.
yep. And we were on top of each other, just wet, not in a good way either. Then the next thing that the next night it was going to be just as hot.
Didn't
I don't remember who brought us a fan.
my dad?
What? He's breathing. It's fine.
He must be dreaming.
Yeah. Then, and mind you, we had both the dogs too.
Yeah, so both the dogs were sleeping on my cot.
No, the dogs we were in the camper because of how hot it was. Her
Oh,
dad
that is-
brings out a fan, and it made a world of difference for us. And then what do? We're like, all right, we upgrade tents. Me and all my infinite wisdom, because I usually have to set these tents up all by myself.
Go big or go home, that's his motto.
I get one big enough that you can put a king-size bed in and comfortably walk all the way around this thing. You can put a king-size bed on each side of it.
You could have lived in it.
It was a big-ass tent. It was like 24 feet long. It was like
It
9
was
feet tall.
dumb.
And it was like 12 feet wide. But it was a nice tent. We camping it one weekend at a mud bog, and the guy that we're having a mud bog at, which is Mr. Snacks, is how I met him.
Stev07M asks, where's the campfire?
There won't be one. It's
There won't.
120 degrees out.
Yeah, it's ridiculously hot for one.
And it's windy.
And it's extremely windy, and her car has to be, in order to have these tents set up the right way, her car is literally right next to the fire pit.
Which is full of water.
That part don't bother me, because all you do is start a fire and it'll evaporate. Just what we need to do, add more humidity.
Right.
But anyways, I had a boat sitting in the yard, and Mr. Snacks had used this camper when he was out on the road, because he was traveling. He was doing road construction, and he's like, you know, anybody wants to buy this camper? I said, I would like to. What do you want for it? And he's like, well, he says, I forgot what he said he wanted for it, or he says, I'm always open for trades. I said, well, you're in luck, because I got a boat in my yard that runs. I don't use it, you know, but we could use the camper. And what did I get first? Did I have the diesel first? No, I had the black Chevy. Black K-body Chevy. Every vehicle that we had to pull this camper with would overheat. I kid you not. Because I had the black K-body for one summer, and then we went to the 6.9 diesel, and the diesel, with jeepers Christ, we pulled that camper everywhere with that diesel. You just couldn't take it over 55 miles an hour. So we had that camper for 2 years, and in the middle of the third year, a friend of a friend referred, they had a motorhome, and they were going to travel and have to live in a camper, and they wanted to get rid of the motorhome because they wanted to be able to park the camper somewhere and then, you know, be able to have a separate vehicle. We're like, well, a motorhome would do us just fine. So we get this motorhome. We never use it. We end up getting really busy. She's working, I'm working. Never use it. And then somebody messaged me about this motorhome that had a 460 big block in it. And Ruger and I went down to go get this motorhome. We went down to go pay for it, do whatever. Got to messing with it a little bit. This thing ran. It ran. It was actually really nice. It needed a little bit of work. It ran, and we drove it home that day. It was windy as hell. It was the sketchiest ride I'd ever been on. And we drove it home. It wasn't running quite right. Then I had a whole bunch of guys come from the Invasion Nation. The Outlaw Racing team showed up, and they're youngins. And we had a whole crew of people putting a tune-up in this, getting everything going. The entire Invasion Nation showed up and showed out, got the generator going, and we used that thing for 2 years. The problem is by the time we got to the third year, it had been sitting and sitting and sitting, because after filling it up a few times at $700 and something a crack, it was just way too much. It was literally $700 to drive this thing to southern Minnesota and back, because it had a 460 big block in it. That would maybe get, when we figured out on its best day, it would get 4 miles to the gallon. And this was during the time of the Obama administration. And yeah, they liked their gas prices. Yeah, I think gas was over $4 a gallon back then.
Okay.
Fast forward to where we're at now. We were kind of talking. It was something I brought up because one thing I've always wanted to do is, and I like doing it, I like disperse camping.
Ruger wife says I remember that day.
Yeah. Going down the road in an old ass motorhome that was leaned all the way over. Like, we took back roads all the way back because it died on us once.
I need one of those bikes.
Because the gas, oh, That's what it was. The gas gauge was stuck in it at first. So we get it started. We get it to the gas station. I think I spent like $300 because that's all I had on me at the time. $300 to put gas in it. And we bought a bunch of fuel additive. And it had a pretty distinctive mist to it, so I was pretty sure after going through it. I know 460 big blocks pretty well. I'm like, it needs a tune-up. Well, in the midst of the tune-up, we snapped off a spark plug in the block. So my Snap-on guy at the time, Steve Erickson, was absolutely phenomenal. I call this guy, it is a Saturday or Sunday. What was it? I think it was it was Saturday or Sunday. I call him up and I'm like, Steve, I need whatever you got to get a spark plug out of a big block Ford. He says, come on up to the shop. So I run up to the shop. Mind you, I'm making ribs for everybody. I'm cooking lunch, the whole 9 yards. We're making ribs, corn on the cob. Is a huge thank you to everybody who showed up. And he has this fancy socket that I've never seen before. And he's like, I would try this first. He says, it's kind of new. Try it out. We run it in there. This thing backs the spark plug right out of it. And we had another one break off, and it backed that one right out of it too. That motorhome was minty great for 3 years. I love that motorhome. That is one motorhome that I love spending time in because it had 2 air conditioners in that bad boy, and they would freeze you out.
And the bed was comfortable.
Yeah, it had a queen-size bed that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But we realized John Mitchell was happening. We did realize the fact that it was just too expensive for us to keep around. I would burn, over the winter, I would burn an entire tank of fuel out of it, just having to go out and start everything up and run the generator and let everything get up to running temperature. And the other bad thing is it was 36 feet long, so we were very, very limited to where we could bring it.
Yeah, it was too big.
Now, fast forward to last spring, we went and looked at a glacier fish house. We're just going to go all in, go get a big glacier, which I'm glad didn't work out because of a couple of reasons. They came at us 10,000 down, which I could swing. And then all of a sudden they came at us with 11% interest. And I said, hell no. I am not paying 11% interest on a trailer. When the lady talked to me on the phone, she goes, well, what do you mean? Because Lolly didn't have that much credit at the time. I think the only thing you had the Escape. She had the Escape was the only thing on her credit. So then they ran my name, and they're like, well, yeah, sure, we can get it to you at 11% interest. I said, hell no. Absolutely not. I said, I'm not doing that. You know, you guys were advertising at this price per month at this amount of interest, and it's like, I'm not doing that. And they're like, well, I said, you guys are the bank. You're carrying the financing. So, long story short, we didn't do it. Fast forward, right shortly after that, the Escape blew up. Bought the Subaru. Subaru started having problems, so then we bought the Kia. And, yeah, the bank said I'm not allowed to spend any more money for at least another year until my shit levels out.
Is that you, Tupper?
Half-ass was happening. The only other advantage that we've had with everything that's gone, and then my trucks, get my truck stuff, because I financed my diesel truck to consolidate mainly a lot of medical bills, because I got hit with a bunch of stuff at one shot. Because I had colitis, and what else did happen?
Your tooth?
No, it wasn't my tooth. It wasn't the dental stuff. I ended up in the emergency twice right away after I started working. The last time was colitis, but the other time was something else.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh, influenza.
Oh, yeah.
I got influenza, turned around the next couple of months later and ended up with colitis. Just getting ready. Oh, Oh yeah, that's right, because you switched shifts for that derby last weekend. Forgot about that.
At least he plays good music.
Yeah, it was quite the year for us. We're still recovering from a lot of things. Um, I mean, honestly, because I don't hide anything, I'm a lot of paycheck to paycheck right now, trying to get ahead of everything. But everything's covered. You know, everything is taken care of. Everything's good. We're not like living in a poorhouse or anything. We're out here camping. I may or may not have used some of the van fix-up money to make this happen this weekend, but it needed to happen. We needed to get away from the house. We needed to get away from the neighborhood, and we needed to get away from everybody else that we knew.
Because sometimes you feel like you live in a fishbowl.
Well, yeah, we got a neighbor that stalks us. Yeah. But at the same point in time, I didn't want to go down and deal with all the drama down south. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That'll be a fun one down there. Bad to the bone, bad.
Should be.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he should do.
Thank you for the heart.
Ruger
Appreciate you.
wife says, I see how you are. Sheesh.
I think a lot of it for us is we used to do this a lot. Like,
It's just getting out of my norm too, because I don't like bugs. I hate being hot.
but it never used to bother.
But I don't like being cold either.
But it never used to bother. We used to go out and do this all the time.
Yeah.
You would have 2 dogs and 2 people sardined into a tent out of the back of a little 2011 Ford Ranger. Kayla must be bored. She's sending me all sorts of attachments. She likes to send me a whole bunch of fishing.
Who?
Kayla.
Oh.
Yeah, she likes to send me all sorts of fishing stuff. 90% of them I've already seen. Thanks for the likes. Oh, it's extremely peaceful out here. Now that the sun's gone down and the heat's, it's
Yeah,
actually
my
comfortable out
dogs are
here.
calmed down. They're dirty, but
It's a nice scenery. Look at that. Other than my big old belly hanging out there. I know before we leave tomorrow, I'm going to take a shower. We'll probably do like I used to do and run down. One of us will take a shower at a time, go take a shower, and then hop in the car and then go. So we're not coming down here getting all sweaty again.
I got you food wipes. If
Did
want
you?
to wipe down before bed.
Yes. Absolutely. You're the greatest. And the thing is once, you know, even like if we get the van set up, the van, you know, it's nice for solo camping, but at the same point in time, you know,
I need somewhere to go to just be by myself for a little bit.
and honestly, this is a nice setup. You know, I have the other trailer yet, and we talked about getting a hitch put on her car, so that way we could put everything in the trailer, and then just take one vehicle instead of having to have 2 vehicles.
Yep.
Although the 2 vehicle thing wasn't bad.
No.
It's kind of nice in case of a breakdown.
It's like we're having a little party. My lights.
Your little disco. Are you having a little disco over there?
Mm-hmm. At least we can sort of see, and the bugs won't get in my tent. Well, they're already in me, but...
And it's kind of a shakedown run this weekend. We want to see what it is that, you know, the things that we use, we don't use. I kind of like that little grill burner set up there. I like it in the fact that I can grill right on top of it. I have to, even though I'm a charcoal guy, but it makes it a lot easier to haul stuff around.
Yeah.
'Cause we thought about doing that too, going back to getting a charcoal grill. And I'm like, I have 4 camp stoves. Why don't we use them? Because we ate good. We just kept everything simple. We kept simple meals. You know, burgers, dogs. You know, we do a decent breakfast, and then we just had whatever. We didn't get any cold salads for this one, but
I thought about them until I seen the price. For like a thing of coleslaw, like this, was like $10. I'm like, no.
I just go to the deli.
That's where it was at.
We used to just get the little bitty ones.
Correct.
$10?
Yes.
Still better than that bag shit that you get. It's just the dressing you put in. I can't stand it. Like if you actually did it with the actual mayonnaise and
Yeah.
did it that way, it'd be pretty good. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate you. Well, it is pushing 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Do I have a mod that could do a raid for me, please? We're going to get some sleep.
Because I'm sure we'll be up at 4 a.m.
You might be. We're going to sleep good. We're
Till
both
next
exhausted.
Until tomorrow night, you can come back and see the twinkle lights.
Lolly says there'll be another twinkle light show tomorrow. And maybe we'll set up at a better angle so you guys can see them better.
And maybe I'll just change. They have like 3 speeds. Maybe I'll just change it up.
She's going to make me get
Ruger
twinkle
wife
lights.
says, let me see, unless someone else already has a target. Ruger wife says, thanks for the stream.
Well, thank you
guys.
all.
Thank everybody.
Thank you all for the support. Thank
Yeah.
you for the subs, the bits, the gift subs. Thank you. The resubs. I appreciate y'all, man. It makes it a lot easier for us to be able to do this stuff because we have a little extra income to where we can go to a spot. That helps out a shit ton. You guys have no idea how much it makes it easier for us to do this.
Why does that fan sound like a tornado at some time?
Because the wind blowing through it.
Oh. Like all of a sudden you get like this gust.
Yeah, it's because the wind blowing through it. Because the wind's coming at it sideways. Oh. Tomorrow we'll show you the inside of our tents once we got them a little more organized the way we want them. We just kind of threw them together for tonight, but tomorrow we'll show you what we're working with inside.
And the candy store.
Oh yeah, you guys are coming with us to the candy store. We're going to bring y'all to the candy shop.
Because
Ruger wife says, go in for some music to end the night.
perfect.
Perfect. Go ahead and send it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everything. We're going to get a few things cleaned up here, and then we're going to bed. I'm not going to shower before I go to bed because I'm probably going to end up sweating anyway, so it's pointless. I'm just going to dude wipe it on up.